Are you struggling to forgive someone? Maybe the wounds run so deep that forgiveness feels impossible. The deeper the hurt, the more it spreads. Anger, hate, bitterness, jealousy, and even thoughts of revenge. And these emotions begin to take over, and you become the one trapped behind the bars of pain, even if the person who hurt you doesn't even know or even care. If you want to experience the abundant life that Jesus promised, unforgiveness must go. It eats away at your emotions and your body. But freedom, it begins with the choice, your choice, a deliberate decision to forgive even when your emotions resist it. The act of forgiveness is a process, and it begins with a choice, a deliberate decision to forgive, no matter how painful the emotions are swirling around on the inside of you. Until you forgive, you choose to forgive, forgiveness cannot take root, and you remain stuck in the cycle of those negative emotions. Forgiveness is like a train. The engine is your choice to forgive. It's got to begin there. Choice is not a feeling, it's a deliberate choosing that you make regardless of your feelings. And behind the engine of choice are all of the cars. These cars, they are the negative emotions that is connected with the offense. And then at the end of all of these cars is the caboose. That is the feeling of forgiveness and peace. Now, the severity of the offense determines how many cars you must pass through, but once the engine moves, the rest will follow. So, as you travel through each emotional car, just keep praying, Lord, I choose to forgive, and then name the person or persons. Now be deliberate, even though you may not feel like it, and just be patient with yourself. Sometimes it feels like there are endless cars between the engine of choosing to forgive and the caboose of the feeling that you finally get at the end. But the more you choose to forgive, the faster you're going to move through all of these emotions. And what I say is don't stop. Don't stop. Go all the way. But don't wait for an apology because it may never come. Remember that you are forgiving for your own mental health and your spiritual growth. It has nothing to do with the person or persons who hurt you. Now, while there is a God-given part of you that longs to confront the wrong behavior, and speaking the truth can release some of the pain that you've been carrying, if you choose to confront, it must be done in a gentle and honest way. But don't expect them to respond in a way that satisfies you. Expecting that will only lead to disappointment. So consider wisely if this is what you want to do to confront them. But always remember, freedom is the goal, and let the Lord deal with them. So as you continue with this act of forgiveness, compassion often begins to rise on the inside of you. And it is in the same way as when Jesus prayed on the cross for those who crucified him. And he said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Compassion, or maybe a better word for this, is pity for those who hurt you. That is a sign that you are nearing the caboose of the feeling of peace. Now, it doesn't mean that you accept their behavior, but you end up having pity on them because they don't understand even what they have done. Now, when you reach the end of the forgiveness train, the bitterness, it'll be gone. The feeling of forgiveness will become real. You see, the pain will no longer define your present or your future, and you will be free. Proverbs 4:23 says, above all, guard your heart, for it determines the course of your life. Have a great day. Bye-bye. God bless.